Hello, good afternoon everybody. Welcome to this week's Moley robotic cooking show. This week we'll be cooking a very famous Indian recipe which is very popular around most parts of India. It's dal makhani and it's a lentil curry, and we'll be showing you how the robotic arm will cook that particular meal from start to finish. So today we're posting on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube, so it's great to see so many people joining, and if you do have any questions or comments, please do post and I will give you an answer on them as best as possible. If there's anything technical, I can always get back to you with a technical answer on our robotic system, but please do send in your comments. I'll be looking forward to seeing them come through. So today it's dal makhani, so we'll go straight into the recipe. We have a tablet here which has all the recipes loaded. We have 60 different recipes at the moment. We upload in 2 to 3 new recipes per month. We do all types of cuisine, all types of recipes worldwide, vegan, vegetarian, low calorie, lots of very healthy recipes as well. We are really focusing on healthy eating, healthy lifestyle. And a lot of our recipes will have a lot of nutritional values indicated on each recipe in terms of sodium, carbohydrates, protein, fat. So you can keep an eye on what you're eating as well, as more and more people are doing this nowadays to make sure you have a healthier lifestyle. So that's one of our main focuses as well. So let's go straight into the actual recipe preparation. As you can see here, the robotic arm. On the right, we have the containers. These are the shelves which we have the containers housed for the robot to reach, grab, and make as part of the recipe. On the left side, we have the salt, pepper, oil, the mixers, the spatula, and the mesh. This is for other recipes. Just to let you know, you'll see 2 pots here, but this particular recipe only requires 1 pot. But this is just to indicate that, for example, a pasta recipe, on one side we can cook the sauce, on the other side we can cook the spaghetti in parallel, and it's going to be cooked, and it can be cooked exactly the same way as a professional chef would cook these particular recipes. So let's go straight in to the actual dal makhani. Now I've prepped some of the ingredients already. These are fresh ingredients. Literally we decided this morning that we'll do dal makhani, for example. I didn't have the ingredients in the fridge. I simply went to get ingredients, sent myself a reminder, and in fact I sent a reminder to somebody else on their way in. They brought the fresh ingredients, prepared them and loaded straight into the containers. The only thing that's in the fridge at the moment is the butter, but everything was fresh, just come out of the fridge, and it's a very, very nice fresh recipe and be interesting to cook now. So let's go for it. Let's start cooking. Let's go straight into the recipes. And as you can see, we have a tablet here which is very clear and easy to use, and we go to our dal makhani installed recipe, which is over here, where it's a brand new recipe, so the imagery is about to go on here in terms of the pictures, but we've got full information in terms of the ingredients required. Also tells you the actual equipment required as well, in terms of the medium pot and the slotted spatula, and it also, as I said, mentioned, it gives you nutritional facts for each of our dishes. So you've got indication here: carbohydrates, fat, fiber, protein. So nowadays it's very important to have this information on our recipes, because then people can really keep a good controlled, healthy, low calorie diet, as a lot of people are nowadays doing. So let's go straight into the robotic cook, which is on the bottom right, robotic cook. So here we have a diagrammatic view of our whole kitchen, and here you can see the whole view of the workstation. So there's no room for any margin for any errors, to be honest, because it's a very clear indication of where containers should go, where the utensils should be, which way they should be facing, and so on. So it's a very simple, very easy to use system. So let's start off with the unsalted butter. Now obviously it's quite a warm day today, so I didn't want to have the butter out melted in the container. So I'm just going to go to the fridge now and grab the butter. So this is the location it will be in, so I'll just confirm that. You also get videos of how to prepare each of the ingredients. So if you're not familiar with a particular recipe and you want to know how to prep the particular ingredient. You can watch a quick video, shows you how to chop it, gives you the weight indication. We also have scales integrated into the system where you can actually not only prepare, watch the video, at the same time you can use the scales and see with the whole tablet the weight of the ingredient as well. So it's a very easy to use system. So I was going to grab the butter from the fridge. Okay, so here we go. Here's the butter, here's the first ingredient. And as I said, it's going to be on the bottom shelf, location number 1. So I'll confirm that it's loaded into that location. Let's get rid of this one. There we go. The second one is your brown onions, garlic, ginger root, bird's eye chili, and ghee. So that's going to go in one of the containers along the top, as indicated here. I'll put it on the first one, and that's already prepared here. So confirm that. We then have the tomato puree, the lentil stock, the garam masala, molten sea salt. That's in one of the long containers, as you can see on the left. I'm going to put it into the first one. So let's put it straight into that position. The lentil stock, garam masala, and molten sea salt. Here we go. That's in there. And then we have the lentils themselves, the lentils, which and also the red kidney beans as well. This is a combination of lentils and kidney beans, this particular recipe, and it's a real tasty one, very popular in India, and it's great to have this as part of our in our recipe cloud library. So confirm that location. Olive oil will just simply come out of the container. The olive oil is already in its position. I'll just make sure we've got the right one there. There we go. So that's simply located in position number 1. Confirm. And then we've got the double cream in location number 2 on the top shelf. And there we go. That's location number 2. Confirm. So that's basically it. Those are the ingredients done. As you can see, there weren't many ingredients. A very simple recipe. Let's get the equipment ready now so we can start the cooking process. Here we've got the pan now, indicates left or right. It's on the left position, recommended on the left. So yeah, I've confirmed it. The pan's already in position, and I'll confirm that. And all we need for this particular recipe is a spatula for the stirring, and it gives you an indication. Again, you can see exactly which way the spatula should be facing. That's at location number 1. I can confirm it's in that position. And that's it. I can now simply just walk away. We have, as you can just about hear in the background, we have a voice notification as well. So you can actually hear the whole recipe being cooked. So if you're in a different part of the room or a different part of the house, you can turn the volume up a little bit more, and at least you can hear what's going on in the kitchen. As more and more people are working from home, or they have a young family and they're busy trying to sort the kids out, but they want to keep an eye on the kitchen. At least this way you've got eyes on both. You've got eyes on your children and the family, and you've got eyes in the kitchen as well, which is great. So the flagging system indicates also you can have an app on your phone. You can see as well visually each step of the process for the particular recipe. So you can see it's about to tip the butter as the next step, and you know how far down the recipe and how ready the recipe will be and when to start. Maybe if you're working from home, packing up work and starting getting the table ready and getting ready to eat the meal. So great to see a few people joining on Insta, Facebook and YouTube. If you have any questions, please do send them in and I will answer them as best as possible. So let's go straight into... So as you watch and hear this being cooked in the background, let's just go straight into some of the questions. So we have a question in from Shreya Meshram. How much does it cost? Does it cost? You mean does it cost? So, okay, so starting price is £80,000, and that's for our chef's table unit. So our chef's table basically consists of what you see here right in front of you, not the rest of the kitchen. So the chef's table is a standalone system. Now this standalone system can be integrated into an existing kitchen, or you can integrate it into a new kitchen. So provided you've got space of say about 10 square feet, which is about this much over here, maybe a little bit less. You can actually simply just have it installed into your current kitchen. Now, the beauty of this is that it's 220 volts. It's a plug-in system. It's simply plugged into the wall like a normal appliance. There's no extra power cables, there's no extra electrical requirements, no extra fuse box, nothing like that at all. It's just an additional appliance, a new appliance that you can introduce into the kitchen. The actual arm itself is tested for 35,000 hours. That equates to probably about 10 years of kitchen use without any issues. It comes as a completely sealed unit, just occasionally needs a wipe, and that's all it is. So maintenance is very low on the actual arm itself. If you can't cook, this is a question from Bud Guru. If you can't cook, there are very high probability you are thick and wouldn't be able to use this. No, not at all. Again, I disagree with you, Bud. Because as you saw, now more and more nowadays, people are on the phones, people are using apps, right? People are using technology to get on with the day-to-day life. This is exactly the same. You're on your phone, you're on your tablet. You simply put an instruction, you go and grab your food, you grab your food from anywhere anyway. So basically what this is doing is actually giving you more variety, giving you healthy food, and giving you an easier way to have meals from around the world, because there's no other way. I mean, it's like having a cookbook to hand, but the robotic arm will actually cook everything in that book for you. So it's basically a great way of trying different cuisines, experimenting with different recipes, and eating healthy as well. Good product, not sure who's it made for. Good question. It's actually made for both the residential and the commercial market. So residential market in terms of, as I mentioned before, into an existing kitchen or into a new kitchen. Now we do all the different finishes you see just behind me here. This new reeded wood veneer in a dark wood and lots of other wood finishes. We do all the furniture, all the interior drawer systems, the Blum fixing, the servo drive, automatic door opening on the wall units. We do the whole system. So not only have we learned about the robotics, and we are complete professionals on the robotic side, but now we are complete professionals on the furniture side as well. So a good combination of both a new kitchen and new technology. On my right here behind me, you see another version, which is our BM model. This is our XM model combined with the furniture, with this peninsula design. The one behind me is a BM model, and that's more compact. It's just like if you've got a galley kitchen, or if you've got a very narrow kitchen, you haven't got a lot of space, we can provide a robotic arm that will work in a very tight space, but do exactly the same as this arm here, for example, and cook a whole meal from start to finish. As you can see, I've not touched anything here so far. Not touched the hob, I've not given it the spatula. It's turned on the hob, turned on the relevant, got the relevant utensil to stir, and done everything. There's nothing I've actually done on this recipe so far, which is brilliant. Got a question on Instagram. Do you have a distributor in Spain? No, we don't have a distributor in Spain. We are all based here in the UK. We certified for the UK and Europe, so we can ship out to those sort of areas, so Spain's not a problem. Anything beyond, we are currently going through certification at the moment for the US and the Far East, but that can be also supplied as ex-work, so the goods can be bought from the UK. We can provide you with all the relevant documentation in terms of customs and taxes, but that can be available for the wider audience in that sense. So no, UK, we don't have a distributor. There's no need for a distributor. Our team here are based in London, central London. We've got a hardware and software team, and everything's put together here, tested, and then shipped out from our central offices here in the UK in London. Chef Tony, Birmingham, hi, where are you located? As I just mentioned, central London, 16A Wigmore Street, right in the heart of London, right in the heart of the furniture family. Here we have the high-end luxury kitchen interior showrooms. We have the appliance manufacturers. We have a great family of really good luxury kitchen suppliers and retailers. And we work hand in hand with all of them. and it's great to be part of this family. It's our start of our journey. We only came here this year, and we've already learned a lot about kitchen interiors, kitchen furniture, and how to integrate a system like this into a luxury kitchen. Hi, do you provide technical assistance in Spain? Yes, we can provide technical assistance, not necessarily in Spain. We can do it remotely. Our team, again, they're based here in London, so we have 2 floors. Our showroom consists of the showroom, as you see here, just behind me, and downstairs we have a basement as well, where we have our sort of working office and the team. So we can provide technical assistance remotely from here. You'll also notice a couple of cameras as well. So we have a vision system. So if we have to, we can also log in, look and check and see, make sure everything's okay if you've got any issues.
Core tomato mix.
Message on YouTube. Eric Crash, is that live? Yes, we are live, Eric. So welcome. Thanks for joining.
Stir.
Sorry, I'm just checking questions on all the different platforms to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay, further questions on Instagram. Is it necessary a special induction? Yes, we use induction for all our robotic systems because of the accuracy required. Now with induction, you've got certain points on there to turn on, off, temperature control, etc., and also location of pans and so on. So we've tested quite a few, and we find that both the Moley and the Siemens are very good induction hobs. Not only that, but they also have the integrated downdraft extractor. So as you can see, just in the center there, the extractor is built in as well. So there's no need for an overhead extractor. There's no need to build a canopy above this kitchen. It's nice and open environment, saving you cost as well, because the actual the extractor is already built into the hob. Now the extraction there can go through filtering system, so you don't have to connect it to a duct. But if you want to duct it out the building, you can also duct it through the floor or up through the wall, for example. So you can connect that with the duct pipe work as well. So there's 2 very flexible way of doing the extraction. Question from Mijon Minibar. What about maintenance of the robotic arm? Maintenance, well, the actual arm comes with a 1-year warranty anyway, which can be extended. But to be honest with you, this is tested for 35,000 hours. So that's 10 years of normal standard kitchen use, where you don't have to worry because the whole unit comes completely sealed. There's nothing you have to open and connect on site. It comes sealed. Maybe just occasionally needs a wipe with a fiber cloth, and that's it. There's nothing else required on that. Now, with this particular arm, even though we've only opened in January this year, it's not a new arm in that sense. The actual application of this particular robotic arm is currently in over 90,000 different locations, doing lots of various jobs in different industries and lots of different environments. So the actual arm is not new technology, but we've actually invented something new in terms of a new way of using the arm in a residential or commercial kitchen. But the arm itself, rest assured, is actually used in 90,000 different locations. So it's a well tried and tested piece of kit.
Set hob to 5.
Okay, as you can see on the tablet, there's an indicator on there as well. In this particular recipe, there's going to be a little bit of time for it to actually cook. So it's And if there's anything else I can answer, I'll definitely do that for you as well. Focus, Piedra, can you detail what the price includes exactly? Yes, so the price will include robotic arm, utensils, blender, salt pepper grinder, oil utensils, containers, the actual vision system, the basket, the induction pots and pans, the induction hob itself, the extraction unit, the work surface, the shelving. Requirement, bamboo shelving, LED lights. So it's actually quite a lot of product for that particular cost that's included. And remember also, depending on your location, it includes installation as well. So wherever you're located, we can arrange the installation. The only cost you need to cover is probably just things like travel or expenses. But other than that, the installation of the actual robotic system is included.
Stir.
Adam, that's an interesting question. What will it be cooking tonight? In fact, we're going to be doing quite a few recipes after this one. We have a meeting with a potential client, so we'll be doing many more recipes. I think we're doing a soup, we're doing a tofu, and we're doing a nice curry. So we're covering all different three spectrums. Now, the tofu is very interesting. The tofu comes from a Shah wellness recipe collection. And like I mentioned before, we are heavily on eating healthily and providing. So this particular one, if you guys look up the Shah wellness recipes from Spain, they're highly nutritional, very high in nutrition, very low in calorie. So if you're maybe managing your weight or for any medical reasons, if there's a particular diet and you need to have a certain amount of calories and sodium and etc., then this particular set of recipes from the Shah cuisine is absolutely fantastic. So have a look. Those are the sort of things that we are doing, but our recipes are healthy. And the other thing is, as I mentioned earlier before, you have the get ingredients option. Now, in this country, we have almost 200,000 tons of food being wasted from our fridges every year. That's thrown away. So you can imagine what that does to the environment. So what we can do now, obviously with our system, you can get ingredients in real time, on the go. Literally choose your menus. Say for example, you want to have a certain meals for the weekend. You've got some friends coming over on Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. You want to have a nice lunch and meal with them. You can actually get your ingredients in the morning, on the day. There's no need to go out and buy them now, use the energy in the fridge to store them. You're helping the environment by simply ordering fresh ingredients. So not only you get fresh ingredients, and you're definitely helping the environment as well. So that's another big thing for us in terms of making this sustainable and environmental. I'm just going to jump on YouTube because there's a few questions that have come up on there as well. Okay, YouTube. I think I've already answered some of them already. Is that live? Yes, we are. Mark Bischoff, the robot doesn't taste test. No, the robot doesn't taste test. Remember, this is a machine. It has no feelings. It can use AI. It's very clever in that sense. But no, it doesn't do a taste test. We still, as humans, have to do the taste. Okay, let me just go back, see if there's any more. Okay, let's have a look. Got a few more questions on here as well. Eleanor, what is this? You can clearly see it's a robotic arm that cooks meals from start to finish with no whatsoever, using fresh ingredients, healthy recipes, giving you a healthier lifestyle, and saving you time, saving you money. Everything in a nutshell. There's not much else I can explain, but that's what it does for you. Cost is £80,000 starting price. It can go up depending on architecture, whatever your requirements are, depending on furniture and so on. But that's what it is in a nutshell. And hope you stay on to the end of the recipe actually, because we're 58% in the recipe will be finishing, and I will do the taste test, and I'll tell you guys exactly how that tastes. As you saw, it's done everything. I did not touch a single thing. It stirred, it poured, it changed the temperature. It's now in a simmer mode, so it's now going to be simmering, and the final part of the cream that will go in, that's what they call the Makhani, the Makhani dal. So that will give it that real nice sort of like creamy texture and the creamy taste that dal Makhani is very famous for. What cooking modes does your product lines include, e.g. searing meat? Yes, we can sear meat, we can do steak. Boiling asparagus, yes, we can boil asparagus. Making mashed potatoes, we can make them potatoes, we can get it to a point where it's ready for mashing. We haven't quite done the mashing of the potato yet, but that's quite an easy instruction to give to the robotic arm for it to do, but we can certainly get there. That's not a problem. Remember, we are loading 2 to 3 different recipes every month, so mashed potatoes, and boiling vegetables and things like that is quite standard for some of the recipes, so we can definitely do that with this robotic arm, no problems. John, and further questions, thank you very much. I'll get back to you on the API support for units, but the question about can you load your own recipes? Yes, you can. If you've got any family favourites handed down from parents, grandparents, granddads, grandmothers, mums, dads, siblings, friends, whoever, if you've got a recipe that you've been given and it's a family favourite, send it in to us. Our in-house chef, James Taylor, will look at the recipe, redesign it if required, look at the generic movements we already have within the robotic algorithm data, and if we need to modify something, we can modify the whole. And within a few days, your recipe is in the cloud, and that can be shared around the world. I'll give you an example. I have a recipe very regularly for my family, and that's minced lamb curry, keema. And I told James about this particular recipe. I gave him the list of the ingredients I used, did a little video of how I cooked this particular meal, gave all the details to James. He cooked it here, tried it a few times, got the taste, and we then loaded it into the recipe cloud library. So that's on there to be shared around the world, and anyone can make that dish now. So my dad's recipe, my dad was really proud when he heard that his recipe is going to be shared around the world. He thought, wow, amazing. So anyone anywhere around the world can try the same recipe. John, support services are localized. Yeah, the support services are local, but depending on where you are based, we can find local engineers. Remember, this arm is already in 90,000 different locations around the world, doing various jobs in different industries, not only just in kitchens, but in factories, in different commercial environments, doing so many different jobs. We've designed it to do a job for us in this kitchen, but the support and the engineers and the network of support in terms of technical support is available wherever you are. We can just go in wherever you are in Arizona. We can find a local engineer if we have to. If it needs to be serviced, if you want to get someone familiar with the product to come and just do a quick service, say after 5 years, 6 years or something, we can organise that as well. So it's a really fully supported product. What cooking modes does your product include, e.g. searing meat? I've already answered that question. API question. Load your own recipes. Yep. That's great. Let's just see, just jump onto if there's any further questions on Majon Nibar, load my own recipe. I just answered that question just literally moments ago. In the compact version, yeah. So that one behind me, which is the BM model, our compact version. So if you imagine the robotic arm against the wall here, the shelving is on the back wall. It's basically done in that environment. So it's not taking up any more space than about, say, between 600 to 750 millimeters, which is about 2.5 feet, 2.4 feet, for example. So that's how compact it is. So it's like a normal kitchen environment. You can use it without the robotics. The robotic arm won't be in the way of everyday, day-to-day use of the kitchen. You can still use the hob like you would normally use it, but the arm is there for an option to have something cooked fully by the robotic arm. So it's compact. It's against the wall. It's about 2.5 feet deep. We are looking at also different models of this particular range as well. So the length can be almost like 2.5 meters, for example. So if you're really tight on space and you want something against one wall, send in your details on our contact us page on the website, or make an appointment with myself, and I'll go through. We'll have a design meeting. We'll go through all the different options, and I'll see what's possible, what's not possible. And I'll give you some advice. We can do all that from here at the showroom as well. We do all the design work. We have a CAD system in terms of kitchen design, and literally get you a quote on the spot. So send in your details, send in your drawings, and if you are local, I'm not sure where you are, but if you are in UK, do come into the showroom Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. But if you're outside the UK, not a problem. Just get in touch and I'll be happy to start the design process with you. Concepts by Gavin Hepper. When will we have Moley in Australia? That's a good question. We are ex-works, so you can still buy from the UK, but you'd be just responsible for the shipping or air freight. And we'll provide you with all the relevant documentation for customs and taxes and so on. So you can buy from here. We don't necessarily have to be in Australia for you to purchase the product. You can buy ex-works and send me your details. Send me a plan of your kitchen or the type of environment you want this designed for, and we'll be happy to provide you with a quote. We can have a design meeting, discuss your requirements in more detail. You're based in Australia, so you're probably better off calling me evening time, and it'll probably be morning time over here. So maybe give me a call 6, 7 p.m. Your local time, and I'll be happy to take a call here in the morning and go through the design and go through the product in more detail. Okay, any further questions on YouTube? Can't see any more questions on YouTube. Let's have a look at Facebook. Can't see any questions on Facebook at the moment. Okay, let's check it's on Insta. Let's check YouTube. Please do keep your questions and any comments coming in. So the last part of the recipe, so the cream has just gone in and it smells great, by the way, guys. Wish you could smell this. It smells really good.
Stir.
And as you saw, there was nothing I did as part of the process. I didn't stir anything. I didn't add anything to the ingredients. There was nothing for me to do. The robotic arm cooked this complete meal from start to finish. And it will even turn the hob off as well. Now, for example, if you didn't want to eat this straight away, we will have a function whereby the lid can go on top of the pan. So if you're still, for example, it's 4 o'clock now, or fast approaching 4 o'clock now, you might be finishing work at, say, 10 past 4 or quarter past 4, and you have to log out, last meeting. You know that this is already ready in the background. You know that the lid has already gone on. So you know that the meal is done, it's finished, it's ready, the lid is on there, it's kept warm. And when you finish work, you're going to go into a kitchen to a freshly cooked meal. So these are the sort of benefits, lifestyle change, a massive lifestyle change. You could have a young family, it just gives you more time with the kids, more time doing the homework, more quality time. You're working from home, it gives you more time doing work. It just become more productive. It's general wellness. It's helping you feel healthier, give you peace of mind, and so on. In the weekend, you could be with your friends. You could be entertaining. You could be having a few beers with your friends, drinking some wine, whatever, just relaxing. And you know that they're all going to be fed in the background because the Moley robotic arm is already looking after the food being cooked in the kitchen. So lots of little, lots of different lifestyle advantages of having a Moley robotic arm. Okay, I think there's no more questions coming in. I hope you've enjoyed watching all this so far. I'm going to just grab a bowl and do a taste. It's actually 97. It's just doing a quick last minute simmer. So there's a few more minutes left. Send in your questions whilst we're still on air. So if there's any questions you have, I can answer them on the spot. Send in any comments on our website page. And if there's any questions, queries, or if you want to make further inquiries in product or want to arrange a design meeting, then get in touch and happy to help you. Myself and the sales team will get in touch with you. We'll give you a call or send you an email, and then hopefully start the process and help you through buying the Moley robotic arm.
Recipe cooking finished.
There you go. As you heard, the recipe cooking is now finished. So let's try this famous dal makhani. Let me grab myself a bowl and a spoon. Try and grab a spoon, just bear me a second. So, large spoon to take out and a small spoon to taste. It smells absolutely fantastic, guys. I wish you could be here to taste this. So, let's give this a try. So there we go. You can see the kidney beans. You can see the dal, and it's a great little mix there. It's exactly how I would receive this in a restaurant, to be honest. You can probably see just there in the camera there. It's a beautiful colour. You see the spices in there, see the green chilies even. Let's give this a taste. It's quite hot, but no, that's really good. Tastes really good. It's really spicy. I can really taste the garlic and the onions. That's a lovely tasting dish. So I hope you enjoyed watching that. We're not going to be on next week now. We're going to do a fortnight cooking show. So we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. And we'll be able to show you another nice healthy recipe, maybe one of our new ones. We are loading new recipes on a regular basis. So in 2 weeks' time, we'll have a new recipe for you. But thank you all once again for joining. If you've got further questions, send it through onto the website, onto the contact us page, and we'll be more than happy to answer. But in the meantime, have a great weekend and see you in 2 weeks' time. Goodbye.